jighansayapam yayadapyasadvi lebhe gatim dhatriuchitam tatonyam kam vadayalum sharanam vrajema. Namaskar to all. Thank you for having me here today. It's my honor to be asked to say a few words to you. I just came in from Houston, actually. I spend almost the whole year traveling around the United States, although I'm myself still a student of all the things that I teach, but with the grace of my Guruji, Shri Kripaluji Maharaj, I do travel around and give speeches on Gita and other Hindu scriptures at various mandirs all around the country. Such an event to inaugurate such an auspicious branch of a great organization brings a couple of things to mind to me. For one, in Vedas it is told, Ajamekam lohit shukla krishnam vahvi praja srijamanam sarupa ajo hyeko jushamano nushete jahatyenam bhukta bhogamajonyah. This whole world is referred to as, it's created from a power called Maya. So we have God, we have the souls, we have Brahm, we have Jeev, and then we have the world. So we call that Maya. Maya is made of three qualities, or it inherently has three qualities. We call Sattva, Raj, Tam. The pure or positive, good quality, Sattva. On the other end of the spectrum, the negative or destructive quality, Tam. And in between, Rajogun, the Rajas quality. Every one of us has these three qualities in our mind, and the more we develop Sattvagun in our mind, the more all the positive, what we would call, according to Gita, Daivi Gunas, all the good qualities, the character traits that we want to bring out, they manifest as we evolve Sattvagun in our mind. And if we evolve Rajogun and Tamogun, then more of the negative characteristics start to show in our personality. What we perform here, classical music, classical dance, I'm sure you all know they originate from our Vedic scriptures and our great saints from our history of India. There's a secret behind why all of this is taught. It actually, if someone, the way we've heard described so beautifully from the previous speakers, if someone really follows the way it's meant to be learned and practiced, it actually helps you develop the sattvic quality of your mind. So the classical music, the classical dance, it's a way of elevating us. Now, I was born in Canada. I'm originally, raised within this Western culture. And although, sure, we do have classical music in the West, and we have classical dance, but it's different. Indian classical music, Indian classical dance is so subtle, so elegant, so intricate. To practice and master that requires a great amount of dedication and effort and intelligence. It elevates our mind. The ultimate goal is to reach God, but along the way, whatever can help us to rise up out of our normal everyday, you could say, slog in this world. Whether you're slogging through your studies or you're slogging through your 9-to-5 job. Classical Indian classical music and dance help to bring a mind up out of that and start to look higher. It brings out the inner emotions towards God and makes us stop and think, is there something more beyond just finding food to put in our belly and trying to stay alive in this world when we know in the end we're going to die anyway? They say there's 2 guarantees in this world: taxes and death. So before that death comes, we think about, well, what more is there? Well, the ultimate more, of course, is God. How to reach God is a whole other topic of our scriptures, and that's normally what I lecture on, and how to incorporate a path to reach God into our everyday life, which I'll be speaking on this week. But you know, even for someone who isn't at that level that they're thinking about how can I reach God, a step along the way is this study of classical music and dance, which elevates our mind out of the mundane, everyday efforts that we have to put in and starts our head looking up towards God. And then if we start doing, as was described by the last speaker, we do it as an offering to God, then it's a whole other step in that whole process. So it's all part of the overall body of knowledge and education that is our great system of Hindu scriptures. And we're lucky to have organizations like this that help us keep these traditions alive and spread it here in America, which until the last 100 years or so was bereft of such great fine arts of this standard and quality. So I give you my best wishes and congratulations on this auspicious day. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Swami.